Well, g'day. This is solo trip number 2. It's the 27th of December, a couple of days after Christmas, and living in Mackay now, and just thought I'll just take this next week and I'm just gonna go west. So out of town now a couple of hours, left at about 8:30 odd this morning, and just stopped off on the side of the road just for a bit of a break. But anyway, I sort of got a bit of a direction going to Porcupine Gorge is the main target of my trip. But just on the way there, I'm just gonna stop by, see anything else I want to sort of have a look at, anything that takes me interest along the way. Probably a couple of outback pubs, hopefully. Not too sure what's out there. Never been out on these roads ever before. Know pretty much nothing except for what I've researched before I've come. So, as I said, we'll punch out to Porcupine Gorge. Get there probably tomorrow. It's about 800 odd k's from home, and then there's a couple of lakes, and obviously chasing some waterholes around. Everyone thinks I'm a bit crazy coming out here because it's about 40 odd degrees. But yeah, as long as I can find some water to cool off in, I think I'll be pretty right. Just going to punch on now. I think heading toward, there's a lake up the road here, Lake Elphinstone or Epistone or something. I'll check that out, and then I think I've heard that there's some cool old outback pub in a place called Mount Coolin. But yeah, we'll see how far we get today, but sort of got my eyes on this little creek. It's got a couple of waterholes there, so we'll suss it out. I'm not too sure about, you know, the private property thing and this, that and the other. On satellite it kind of looks pretty cool, but yeah, just not sure if it's fenced and that, and you obviously don't want to trespass on anyone's land, otherwise probably going to get a gun held up at you and sort of asked to explain yourself, or worse, you might even get shot, but you don't know. But anyway, on with the show. And here we are at Lake Elphinstone. Pretty sweet spot by the look of it. It's blowing a bit, but it's pretty hot, so it's welcome, to be honest. But we'll just walk down here and have a look at the water. But looks like the water's down quite a bit. As you can see, it's like must come all the way up here most of the time, but obviously hasn't been that high for a while. Heaps of ducks and bird life everywhere. Beautiful big like sort of mountains. This one behind here is a bit bigger. Don't know if you can see it, but up here, nice big ridge up there. Water's a nice temperature. Be a good relaxing weekend, I reckon. It's only about an hour and a half from town. And yeah, just full lake frontage. Nice breeze. It's not too hot. And yeah, it'd be pretty good. Only thing I guess you'd have to watch in these hotter months is your blue-green algae level in the water. So yeah, not sure about that one. There is a couple of people camped up here. In their caravans. They've got a toilet shower block by the looks of things. So yeah, not too bad. But anyway, on with the show, keep heading up the road. Actually, I've never seen one of these yet in real life, but that's a drag line, I believe. And yeah, the camera probably doesn't do any justice, but that's bloody massive. Pitchman now, heading towards Charters Towers. Won't get there tonight, as I said. I've got this place, Cape River, mapped out. Hopefully it's a good spot and there's no one else there. It's just off the road, right beside the creek or river, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether it's got any water in it, although given the landscape, I don't reckon it will. But anyway, nothing much was happening at Mount Coolin. They didn't have any fuel or nothing, so I just kept going. Just stopped at Belliando Crossing Roadhouse, and yeah, they had all the fuel there, and I got something to eat. And yeah, just punching north now to Cape River, and hopefully set up camp. Check back in then. Here we are at Cape River, and as presumed, it's dry as. So you can hear a bunch of birds up this way. So I was just going for a little walk. Not 100% sold on staying here just yet. It's there's a lot of flies and a lot of cows around, so anyway, probably only got, it's about 3:30 I think. It's it's not too much further to Charters Towers, but kind of did prefer to stay in the bush tonight. Great if you get your car down into here though. It's nice and cool under these trees. But anyway, I might I'll head back towards the car. I'll have a look down the other side of the bridge. But there was another couple of camps I saw in the on Wiki Maps, just about 5-10 minutes up the road. One of them said it's a bit more remote bush, and looks like you'd be off the road a little bit more. This one's, like, as I said, right beside the bridge, pretty much at the base of it, so yeah, not sold on it. On a satellite map it looked like it might go along the river a bit more, but nah, it's just all fenced off, and yeah. But anyway, we'll go have a look around on the other side of the bridge. Righto, well this is me, I think. I've come up the road. It's a bit further than 10 minutes what I thought. It's taken about 45 minutes to get up here. But yeah, I checked out another couple of places along the way on wiki camps I'm using. Really good app, you can download it so your work's offline. But anyway, yeah, I've come across this. It's just off the highway. Highway's like there. But nice little clearing. So I've just pulled up. Got a pretty good spot here, but I've just seen another part over here. It's, yeah, don't know about that weather though. Might end up with a storm, I reckon. But yeah, I'll just go for a little walk around on foot, and just suss it out and get set up for the afternoon. I think this is me. It just depends on where I want to set up. So there's no like old trees here that are going to fall over if I do get a storm. But yeah, see how we go. So yeah, now I moved. It was only about 100 metres that way. So this is a nice little clearing. Had to just go across the scrub a little bit to get in here. But it's a lot nicer, a lot more open and flat, and further off the road again. So it's close to the main road. But yeah, the little road that goes in here, it's further off that, so I shouldn't be too visible unless I've got all my lights on. So yeah, this is me. Nice wind picking up now, but yeah, it's brewing. See what happens. But anyway, we'll get set up. So before I left this morning, I had to drop by Kings down by the super centre. Mackay actually has one, which is pretty good. Not that we get a lot of shit from there anymore, but someone's taken my awning wall. I couldn't find it for the life of me, and I used to live underneath the seat of the Luxie, under the driver's seat, and yeah, well, last time I would have used it would have been this time last year on my first solo trip, and it's just mysteriously disappeared. So anyway, it's actually starting to rain now, so good thing I got it. I'll position the car as best I can, but it's sort of coming in on this direction, so I'm just going to put it off the front just to give me a little bit of shelter in here, because I'll cook and sleep and everything in here tonight. So yeah, it was beautiful. It's cooled it right off because it's about 40 bloody degrees today. So yeah, just keep getting it all sorted. And it's about time for a rumby, I reckon. How about that, eh? Well, I accidentally placed the car in like the perfect spot between the trees, just so I can see that. And I'm actually using this rack for, well, I've only used it a few times for the intended purpose, not just to put shit on top, but to actually sit on it. But I should actually put my camp chair up here just to get a bit higher, but that sunset's unreal. Like, I don't know if this does it justice, but there's just like beautiful like bands of cloud in there. Hopefully there's a few more like this, so just massive like through those trees. Big ball of fire, so good. So I'll just stand up and show you around from the view from the top of the Hilux. So here we go. It's the view from the top of the Hilux. So actually it's a pretty good one. Just having a couple of rumbies in this beautiful afternoon, and yeah, enjoy this relatively remote campsite. It feels pretty remote. It's not really, it's only just off the main road, but yeah, it's no one else here, just me. I think the nearest town that way is like 80. I think the nearest town that way, I think Charters Tower is about 110 k's. So we'll head up that way tomorrow morning, and before hitting left, and heading on out to Hewenden and then on to Porcupine Gorge. But I'm pretty happy not to have camped down at the river. I think this is a lot better. But and that sunset is absolutely magical. But heard a pack of wild dogs before over that way. So hopefully it's wild dogs and not just, when I put the drone up, I did see that there's a farm probably, I don't know, a kilometre or two down the road. So hopefully it's just like the farm dogs going off, but I'll sleep with my knife anyway. Anyway, I'm just going to sit up here and enjoy that sunset for a bit longer, and I don't know, just be grateful I can do things like this. A lot of people can't or don't, or you know, whatever you're into, but I'm definitely into this, and it's pretty good. But yeah, there we are, out in the bush, Camp Rumble. Stars, well, you can't see that either. But anyway, so we're gas cooking due to the fire bans, catastrophic fire bans. But yeah, heart goes out to all those people who are losing homes and, you know, their whole lives basically in the fires. So thoughts are always with you, especially when I come out here and I'm doing this. Kind of think, you know, we're pretty lucky to live where we live, but we don't have to deal with some of the hardships that people out in the land have to deal with. But anyway, hats off to you for dealing with it, and I hope you all get through it okay. Wind's a bit up, stars are out, and yeah, just gonna tuck into some snags. Easy feast for tonight. We'll eat this, have another rumby, and probably hit the sack and get up early tomorrow and get into Charters Towers. But anyway, that's Rumble Solo Camp.